Hello, good morning. So today I have a lot of stuff to put away. I feel like this keeps happening, but I guess that's just life. It's just things keep piling up. And yeah, but Isla is joining me this morning. Say hi. Mama. So I went shopping a little bit yesterday and I was going to show you what I picked up. I went to a thrift store. I did a Facebook Marketplace pickup and Old Navy. Hobby Lobby. So I'll show you the few things I found. Do you want to say hello? Say hi, there's Kipper. Say hello. Let me show you what I picked up. Okay, so Isla's gonna stay with us apparently because every time I put her on the floor, she starts to scream. So it's almost her nap time anyway. I have to excuse her hair. She refuses to keep anything in it. So the first thing was a Facebook Marketplace pickup. I grabbed these really cute little boots. What are you doing back there? These really cute little boots. They're by Clark's and they are brand new. And I got them for $4. The box says they were originally $80, so that's a really good deal. So these are a size 7.5, and she's not a 7.5. She's definitely probably like a 6 right now. So I don't even know. These probably won't fit her this year. I don't know if they'll fit her next year. They could be too small, but for $4, I grabbed them anyway because I do need some sort of like casual boot for her for this fall and winter. So then we went to a thrift store and it was, it's just like a little community thrift store. It's not like a Goodwill or anything. I haven't been there before, but I've been wanting to go for a while. So I didn't stay too long because this was happening. But I grabbed just a few things. Yes. I got 3 things and it was $8 for all 3 of them. The first thing I got is this jacket for my son. It's a size 5T. It says Old Navy. Just like a windbreaker jacket and it's cotton lined. So this was either $2 or $3. It has a hood that like rolls up into the collar, but he doesn't have like a jacket like this, like a spring kind of jacket. He just has like fleeces for fall. So we'll see if it fits him by the time spring comes around. And it is kind of dirty on the cuffs a little bit, but I don't care too much because he'll probably make it dirty too. And I am going to try to get that out anyway. Stain remover. And then I got this. It's a swim top for my daughter. This is a size 3T and it's Cat and Jack. It looks in like really great condition. But it's just cute. It has like this little peplum mesh bottom to it over here. And we are very fair skinned, so sleeves are a must. And yeah, each of these, I think 2 things were $3 and 1 thing was $2. So I'm not sure which was which. But she's almost 18 months old, but she wears 18 to 24 month clothes, some 2T. So this is a 3T, so I'm thinking it might fit her next summer. If not, we'll hold on to it till it does fit her. And then the last thing I grabbed was a fail. But I got these shorts for my son. They're a 5T. He's almost 4, but wears 5T clothes right now. They're really great because they have like, the elastic waistband, and then it has the drawstring that's functional. And these are Baby Gap, and they feel really good quality, but there was pretty poor lighting in the thrift store. So I didn't realize till I got home. Like, see the discoloration here? And then it's like this bluish green discoloration on the butt and on the front too. I feel like you can't really see it, which is why I didn't see it in the store, but I will try to get those clean. I'll try the stain remover on those as well. Maybe soak it in OxyClean or something. And if it doesn't work, we'll just keep them at home as like play shorts. So then I went over to Old Navy. I love going to Old Navy for their clearance stuff. I definitely wanted to look for myself, but once again, I had her with me, so that wasn't happening. But I just shopped their clearance racks. I don't ever buy anything full price from them. But I got a couple things. I'm trying to do this one-handed. So I got this really cute, it's like a shacket. Like a denim shacket. Got this for my daughter. It's a 2T, but I held the 24-month. So I held the 24-month up to the 2T, and they were like the exact same size. But super cute, and this was $4.50. So I'm typically a thrift store shopper, and I like to be a lot cheaper for kids' clothes. But when you're getting brand new stuff, and I love Old Navy, I'm not too worried about paying a little bit more for those items. I also got her this dress, which she absolutely did not need. So she definitely didn't need this dress, but I just loved the stripes and stuff, and I love these like just regular cotton easy dresses. I like to put bike shorts usually under them. So this is an 18 to 24 month, but I think you can also put some leggings and like a jacket within the fall time. And that was $4, no, it was $4.99, so it was like $5. So that's a little bit more than I usually pay for just like a nice dress. And then I also got her a swimsuit for next year. This is like one piece with the long sleeves again, and it has little strawberries all over it. So it's really cute. I love that it has like the zipper part. It's a little easier to get over their heads, especially when wet. And I think I got this in a 2T. Yeah, so I don't 100% know if that'll fit her next year. It's so hard to tell. But that was on clearance for $9.99. So once again, not the cheapest, but I find it difficult. To find swimsuits in good condition, like secondhand or like the specific type I want, which is the sleeves and everything. So I wasn't too worried about paying $10 for that one. It'll be nice for next year. Okay, so then I got some things for my niece and nephew. So I don't quite remember where I was at. My dad just called me. I'll tell you about that in a second. But so I have a niece and a nephew. One has a birthday in October, one has a birthday in December, and then Christmas will be coming up. And I pretty much always get them some clothes, and I like to get them new clothes since they're gifts. So yeah, I like to get them clothes, a new tag since they're gifts, and I love Old Navy stuff anyway, and they usually have really good clearance prices. So I grabbed them a few things while I was there, and I'll just stash them away for the holidays. The first thing that I grabbed for them is this swimsuit. My niece is 3 months younger than my son, so she will probably be in 5T-ish clothes next summer. Either way, she'll be in 5T at some point. So this is super cute. It's just like the swimsuit I got my daughter, except the print's different. I wish they had this one in my daughter's size. I would have gotten that for her too. But so, yeah, that was $10 as well. I think all their swimsuits were 10. And I also couldn't resist getting her one of these jackets as well. I just think these are so cute for like fall or spring or whatever. So I think that was, so this was also $4.50, I think. Yep. But I just love this. I wish it were in my size. And then I also grabbed her just this little like t-shirt, just says sunny days. And it kind of has this like elastic bottom with the tie. And that was $4. I love buying the girl clothes more, but boy clothes are fun too. And then for my nephew, I got him these jammies. They're just like the one piece zip up, and it just says like snore and roar. It's like dinosaur, but just has like the volcanoes and stuff. I don't think it actually has dinosaurs on it. But I got these in a 2T. He's only 9 months old, but my sister-in-law said he's going to be going into 18 to 24 month clothes soon, so he's a big guy. So these are 2T. I know PJs usually are like snug fitting, and I anticipate that these hopefully will fit him next year. And I think these were, what are these? These were $6, so still cute. I forgot I got a few other things for my kids. So I got this shirt for my son. So he's almost 4. He likes rainbows. He's into rainbow stuff. So this is kind of like a boyish rainbow. It's got the little pocket. This is a 5T. This was only $2.47. And he's going to be starting preschool here at the end of the month, and it's his first year. So I thought this would be a cute like first day of school shirt. And I forgot I got one other thing for my daughter. I got her these jammies. She's like always in need of summer PJs. We only have 3, and then I just end up putting her in onesies. but it's just a 2-piece set, shorts and t-shirt, and it's like pink with zebras. So I got this in a 2T since it fits a little snug, and they were $6.99 for the set. Sorry for the scenery change. I just had to put my daughter down for a nap, and you might hear her a little bit. She's still fussy. She's having trouble going to sleep today. But anyway, so I got these things from Old Navy. Not as cheap as I usually like to pay for things, but it's nice to have some new things every now and then, and I still like to get them on clearance. So after that, I went to Hobby Lobby, and I went there because I saw in my local moms group, someone posted that they were having like 75% off their spring and summer stuff and decor. And someone posted a bunch of like organizing bins, and I love organizing bins. So I went there and we looked for a few other things, and I just came away with a few things. So this is something I didn't know existed or that I needed. We'll see if it works well, but this was just sitting on a shelf, and it is like an avocado saver. So you twist it and put your half of your avocado there, and then this is like, it's like silicone, and so it kind of like stretches over it. So I eat avocado pretty much every morning, and right now I just use plastic wrap, and they still brown. This might not prevent the browning, but I use plastic wrap to wrap them up, the part I don't use. And yeah, this just seemed like a better option than using plastic wrap and having to rebuy plastic wrap. So on sale, this was $2. So I'm hoping this will work. I don't know. The next thing I got, it's also kind of goofy. So it's this little timer, and it's supposed to look like, you know, like a gauge on an old car or whatever. It's like this light blue color, and they had pink ones too. I wish they had more of like a neutral color than blue, but that's okay. This I think was $3-ish, somewhere around there. But I'm not gonna do it now. But you just twist this part, and you can go up to an hour. And it just, yeah, it's just a timer. It does the little tick, 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 tick sound, but that's fine. I've been looking for one of these for my son, because when I sit him down to do like book work or something, or tell him, you know, you have like 5 minutes left to play or to clean up or whatever, I'd like to have something. Like I was gonna buy one of those digital timers off Amazon, but this will be fine for now, I think. It just says make life tasty, so it's definitely meant for the kitchen. And we can use it in the kitchen too, but I usually just use the stove timer. But so I grabbed that. And then as far as bins, I got this big gray bin, and it's weird. It's not like super structured, like it's pretty squishy, which is fine. I'm just gonna use this in our hall closet where we keep all of our coats and stuff. And I want to put like off-season shoes in here. So like I'd like to put our snow boots, especially for the kids, but like the snow boots now before it snows. And then when we switch seasons, to put like their rain boots and like water shoes or whatever in here. I just don't have a great way to store shoes that we're not currently using, and they're still, like we still have snow boots just sitting in our breezeway because I don't really know what to do with them. And then the last thing I got is one of these baskets, which are really similar to the ones from Target. And this was, well, that tote was originally $15. So the tote was $15. I don't know how much the avocado thing was. The timer was originally $15. And this was originally $10. I got all 4 of these things for $12. But I got this for my husband's hats. He has a lot of baseball caps, but he doesn't wear a lot of baseball caps. But he insists on like keeping them in our breezeway, and I'd like to use that space for something else. So I think I'm gonna throw all of his hats in this and then put them in the closet, and they'll be out of the way that way. But I wanted to buy more, but at the moment I was like, I don't know what else I need these for. I'm sure I could use them at some point, but I didn't know what else to use them for. So I didn't want to like buy without knowing what I'd use them for, so I left them there. And then I regretted it on my drive home, but the store is like 20 to 30 minutes from my house. So I called my parents who live in the same town that is, and I was like, hey, if you go back out, let me know. So luckily my dad was kind enough to go back out there this morning, and that's who just called me, and I was FaceTiming him because these are all like clearance stuff, so I didn't know what was going to be left. And they kind of had goofy colors. They had like red and purple, and they also had black, white, and gray, but a lot of them were cracked and broken also. But I was able to get, or he was able to get, I think 2 whites and I think 6 black. I said, just go ahead and grab them all. And I'm sure I'll figure out something to do with them later. Right, I want to put them in our coat closet. Our coat closet has a shelf on the top, and I'd like to put things in baskets up there. Like we have board games, which some of them might not fit, but board games, and then, I don't know, just a bunch of random crap. That's like where stuff gets shoved. So I also keep, like, I'd like to use one of these for like the gifts I just bought for my niece and nephew, like stuff. And I also keep toys and stuff for my own kids or clothes. I buy them earlier at yard sales and stuff, and then hold on to them until birthdays or Christmas. So I'd like to have a basket for that stuff as well. It hides it away a little bit better too. So anyway, that's everything I bought. I need to go put a package in the mailbox. I sold a pair of shoes on eBay last night, thankfully, because they're a pair of like very summery sandals. I was hoping they'd go. I picked those up for $5 at a yard sale and took an offer. Someone offered me like 35, I think. I made like 27 bucks on those. And then I think we're gonna go bake some banana bread and make some smoothies, because we have tons of bananas that need to be used up. So that's my plan for the rest of the day, and then just clean up the general mess of my entire house.
So here is all the bananas that we have, and yeah, we need to do something with them before they go bad.
Can't take my eye off you. Can't take my eye off you. Dim guy. Don't got nothing.
As you can see, my son is going to be helping me out today, making the banana bread. Here's the recipe, and I don't really have like a fancy recipe. This is something I just found online when I looked up easy banana bread recipes.
Slow it down. I can see behind that broken smile. Nice, sweet, smooth, like cocoa bread. Cocoa bread.
So first you just want to gather all of your ingredients. This recipe calls for 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 cup of butter, 3/4 cup brown sugar, 2 eggs beaten, and 2 1/3 cups mashed overripe bananas, which I just equated to 2 bananas. And really my bananas could have been a little more overripe to make this recipe even better. But this will make 1 loaf of banana bread. I often double it, but on this day I was just making 1 loaf. So here's everything all together, so you can see what we're working with. And the eggs probably should be room temperature, but I didn't plan ahead, so we just pulled them straight out of the fridge.
You're nice, sweet, smooth, like cocoa bread.
Step in this recipe is going to be to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius. I am in the US, so we are using Fahrenheit. And then you're going to lightly grease a 9x5 inch loaf pan. I'm using my glass one today, but I do have 2 metal ones, and those have worked just as well. So next, in a large bowl, we are going to combine our flour, baking soda, and salt. I like to have my son help with these parts. I don't particularly trust him to just go through and scoop everything and not go everywhere. So I usually scoop it and let him dump it. And he also has been learning how to like fetch the different measuring cups and measuring spoons. I tell him what to look for since they are labeled on there.
talking like that. It's really getting too much, but I can't pull back. Though I try to resist, I can't fight this. And no one makes me feel.
Our next step is going to be taking a separate bowl and creaming together the butter and brown sugar. First, I need to microwave the butter because we do want it to be softened, and mine was straight out of the refrigerator. So you want to make it at least soft enough you can stir it up. I just pop it in for maybe 10 seconds and then just test it. See, you don't want it to be too melted. You just want it to be soft enough you can stir it. And ultimately, I would recommend using either like a KitchenAid mixer or a hand mixer of some sort to really cream these together well. But I was making this when my baby was sleeping, so I was not about to get something loud and noisy out. I just did the best I could using a regular spoon, and it works fine. It wasn't as creamed as it could have been. It was still a little bit lumpy, but it worked out just fine. Let me know down in the comments if you have little kids. Do you bake with them or cook with them, and how they like doing that? I love watching these videos back, and I'm watching all the faces my son's been making every time I turn around to grab something. I just think it's really funny and cute, and he definitely wants to do more, and as he gets older, I'll let him do that for sure. The next step is to stir in the eggs and the mashed bananas until well blended. So 2 things I would note about this. First, I would probably stir up your eggs before you put them in. I just cracked them right into the bowl, which works fine, and sometimes I'm a little lazy and don't want to use an extra bowl. And that bucket I'm putting the eggshells in, that's our compost bowl in our kitchen because we do compost. And then the bananas, probably you should mash those on their own as well in a different bowl before you add to it. But like I said, I'm not about adding more dishes to my plate. So we are just going to pop them right in there and mash them up. Of course, he's going to have a tasty little treat of a little bit of banana that he found as well. I do like letting him peel the bananas. I think that's just like a nice fine motor skill when they're younger. He's been doing it for a while now, but when he first started, it was definitely a little bit tricky for him, and it was good for him to get to learn how to do that. I'm just mashing these up with a fork to start, and it was going okay, but it definitely needed to be mashed in a little bit more. So I grabbed out my potato masher, and I have 2 different mashers. The one I grabbed for this is the big one, and I think I got this from my grandmother's house, so it's old, it's got a wooden handle, but it works just fine. Next, we are going to stir the banana mixture into the flour mixture and stir it just to moisten. So as you can see here, my dough is pretty thick and almost like a crumbly looking. It's not supposed to look like that, so I'm adding a little bit of water as I go, stirring it up. It needs to be able to be poured. It shouldn't be like bread dough. So I think this happened just because my bananas weren't super overripe, so they weren't as liquidy, so to speak. This has happened to me before, and yeah, you just want to keep adding a little bit of water at a time. You don't want to add too much because it doesn't usually take that much to get it softened to the point you need it to be. Now that we got the batter to the consistency that we needed, we are going to put it into our prepared loaf pan. So now it's time to get this banana bread batter into the oven. There's my goofy guy peeking into the camera. I do have a double oven. This was here when we bought the house a few years ago. It's not my favorite, to be honest. I don't typically use both parts at the same time, but I found if I use the top, we're setting this for 60 minutes, 1 hour. But I found that if I use the top, it's actually too shallow and my banana bread bakes up into the coils. So now we're halfway through our baking time. We're just going to turn the light on and check on it. It's kind of hard to see. I do clean my oven and it still looks all foggy like that. I don't know. I think I'd have to get in between the glass, and I'm not that motivated to do that. We are now skipping forward to when the banana bread is done, so I'm just pulling it out of the oven. It did take about an hour. You just have to check it and see, you know, every oven's a little bit different, but for mine it takes right about an hour. I think it looks pretty good. The coloring is good. It doesn't look too dark. If it was looking a little dark on top, I could always put some foil on top. Now I'm just checking it with a toothpick, make sure the inside is completely done, and it looked good.
My girl, can't take my eye off you. Can't take my eye off you. Dim girl, don't got nothing.
Now that the banana bread has been made, it is just cooling before I flip it onto a cooling rack later. We are going to make some smoothies. We still had all those bananas I showed you in the beginning, and we only used 2 for the banana bread. So I knew that these other bananas were also going to go bad. So I have an Oster brand blender. I got it for Christmas this past year, and it is awesome. It's very loud, but it's very effective. So we're just doing 2 bananas, and I'm throwing in these frozen strawberries. We just always keep some frozen fruit in the freezer because the kids love smoothies, and I love it as a way to get some nutrients in them. And these are frozen spinach cubes. Spinach always goes bad too fast in my opinion. So I freeze it and then add it to smoothies. We're throwing in some whole milk. I am lactose intolerant, so this is just for the kids and also my husband if there's some left over, but I will not be drinking one. This is all for them.
Not too much or too sweet. Ooh, passion from your truly. Let me know how you feel. Hope I'm not in too deep. We want Phoebe. We the storm together. Ooh, girl, make some room. I know you still, you're nice, sweet, smooth, like cocoa bread, cocoa bread. You're nice, sweet, smooth, like cocoa bread, cocoa bread. You're nice, like cocoa.
Thank you guys for coming along with me today as we made some tasty treats. I hope you will consider liking this video if you did enjoy this kind of content. I make a lot of mom life content these days. And also subscribe if you want to come back and you want to know when I'm posting new videos.
Is it good? Mm-hmm. Is it good? Say,
Put that away.